365 days a year. This time of year, it is always at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thereabouts. It's not exactly at 10 o'clock. We're not Happy Days or the Today Show or something like that. We're just, some internet show at this point. And, of course, we have this podcast as well. This show is also available on Spotify and Apple iTunes if you happen to miss the show. But anyways, of course, I'm Mitch, and we have Brian, Chris, and Ann are with us today. Did not see Rod yet this morning. Maybe it'll be like yesterday where he pops in a little late. He knows what time the show starts, and maybe he's making the pizza, right? Like he was doing yesterday on the show. Who knows? But we'll see. Hopefully he makes it, and he's here for his NFL picks, as it is NFL Sunday, Week 10, man. The season just flying by. This is what always happens, NFL and college football season, especially this year. It's so, where I live, it's like the weather doesn't really change much, so it's the middle of November, but it's still 85 degrees, 90 degrees on some days. So it's like you don't even realize, but it's Week 10, and, it's the 15th of November. That makes us 10 days away from the start of college basketball season. Rick Pitino pushing to move the season back. Maybe he couldn't get enough blow and hookers for his team over there in Iona. We know that's the way he runs his teams, but
so he hasn't noticed all these other leagues playing.
The rest of us, we're waiting for college basketball. He thinks that the college basketball season won't make it if they start it now, and that is a real concern. We're seeing what's happening in college football and all the cancellations and postponements yesterday. Didn't take away from the day, though. It was a great day of college football. Just would have been nice if they would have had maybe one or two more late games. Those were some of the ones that got postponed and canceled, or some of those late ones. So there was only two of the late games. But still, pretty good card, up and down it. And that was without, Alabama didn't play. Ohio State's game was postponed, and, all of those. And, boy, Jim Harbaugh, I don't know how you could show your face, to pick up that paycheck. I just don't even understand it, how he can even do that. But anyways, we have a full pack show today. We've got a lot of picks. We have not a full card of games. There's 12 games today, and it's a dozen. For those who don't know, Ruffalo will explain to us exactly how that works. But anyways, let's bring in the in the gang. Got Ann, Chris, and Brian. I still don't see Rod. Do you guys see Rod?
Yeah, he's here.
I don't see his picture, though. I don't only see the Skype screen. So we'll bring him in when his picture is there. So, I don't know. Do you see his picture? Because I don't.
Yes, you see him.
I don't see him.
I see him.
I don't see him.
I don't think you saw showing on YouTube.
Now he's back. Now he's gone. He's back. And what do you got going on today for NFL Sunday?
So I have NFL up, obviously. Good, nice total today. Had a winning day yesterday, so going to get another winning day today. Beautiful total I love, and I have a spread up there as well.
It's a beautiful total.
It's a beautiful total.
Brian, you got any beautiful totals for us? Because that's a tough act to follow right now.
I hate totals, but I like Ann. I like Ann a lot, but I hate totals.
I like you too.
I got my Brian's NFL 5-game Broom edition, so really looking to have another winning Sunday, make it 4 out of 5 winning Sundays, and I love the card today, honestly. So we'll see, and I really am annoyed at Rick Pitino. That comment yesterday irritated me.
Well, he doesn't get a lot of respect anymore in the college basketball circles. I see Rod trying to get back on, but I still cannot see his picture on the screen here.
What the heck?
Yeah,
He's here on Skype.
I see everybody.
I know, but I don't see you, and that's the problem.
Yeah. I'm probably. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh.
That's the important part. As long as we
We'll
can
have
hear
Rod the voice.
He's on location again.
Yes, maybe we'll put him. Maybe we'll put him
Come
a
on,
picture.
Rod.
See what
You
we
got
can.
it. Get in the end zone.
Touch.
go.
No, touch. I'm actually doing a touchdown dance, but you can't see.
So you can't.
Rod's jumping up.
You just
dancing.
can't. You just can't see him. So
It's so weird. I jumped in and out a couple times. Try one more time.
give it a shot. We will
Why not? Third time's a charm.
put you right there, and you'll show up if you when you come back. But in the meantime, Brian, what do you have going on today?
My NFL 5-game Broom edition. Pick it up at picksdogs.com. Premium picks, $50. Get on it. I almost said the other guys for some reason. It's close.
You can say whatever you want. I'm just legally not allowed to say anything.
There's a tongue twister. I don't know what got popped in my head, but the other one just popped in my head real quick.
Pick up the broom and sweep the board.
Because you're an idiot. Rod, we can't
What,
see
are you
it.
curling?
We can't see you, Rod, but, what do you got to say?
So weird. I don't
Maybe restart your car. And I guess that's not you, Rod. I don't know.
know what to do.
Well, just give out your package in the meantime, and so we can move on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got a 5-pack up there. My Sunday fun day. I got 2 games in the morning, 3 in the afternoon. Got a nice 5-pack there. Off a nice winning day. Let's get ourselves another big winning day.
Chris, how about you?
I got my Sunday Super 7 over the website. I got 4 plays for the 1 o'clock games, and another 3 for the games kicking off around 4 o'clock. All for one price over at the website. Plan on finishing the week strong. Having a good day today. I also love today's card. It's going to be a good day.
I will say, yesterday on this show, I said I'm making big bets today, right? And I hammered the crap out of the book yesterday. I mean, I beat him senseless. So I didn't even try putting in bets this morning because I already know what it's going to say. I already know because I just hammered Miami yesterday. I mean, I absolutely jumped up and down and crushed it. Tried to stuff more money in. It was one of those games that I'll tell you, if I was at a sports book in Vegas, I would have no money. My ATM would have been maxed and everything. It was. I don't call them my games of the year, my all-ins or anything like that. But let's just say I was all in. It was all in, man. It was like my entire online betting account was in on that game. It was pretty much a no-doubter. I know that some people don't necessarily agree with that, but it was a gimme. It was a gimme. It was a gimme. How often do I give out Miami as a premium pick? Right, my favorite team. How often? Once or twice or twice a year. And I will say that in the games that I've given Miami out as a premium pick, I've never lost, ever.
I'll tell you why Virginia Tech lost that game.
Because 13 players of Miami were out, and they still ran circles around them, or was it the ridiculous penalties that were called against Miami all day long? Which one was it?
They went up by around 10 points, and they started playing conservative. They played not to lose the game, and when they started doing that in the fourth quarter, Miami took advantage and beat them. But if they wouldn't have played conservative, they were running through Miami.
Nope.
Miami was the better team, and they won that game.
Miami's won their games like that all season long. It's not like the only time that happened this year. They've won almost all of their games have been like that, and it's always that one of the receivers is just way faster than everybody else on the other team, and King creates just a little bit extra time, throws it over the defense, and hits the guy right in the hands, and he's on a dead sprint for the end zone. And that's exactly what we saw yesterday. Then, when the other quarterback goes back to pass, number 15, Phillips, who's looking like an NFL defensive end, right, in a big way, just absolutely blows up any chance that they have. And we've seen it time and time and time again. And yeah, I mean, it totally set up for it, and it was an easy winner, and I cashed it, and I'm extremely happy. Took a lot of that money and put it on Wisconsin. I had Wisconsin minus 13.5 in that game up against Michigan. I pushed it as far as they would let me push it, and it was easy money. They were covering within the first 5 minutes of that game. And then I also, of course, had North Carolina State against Florida State was another one of the big bets that I made. So I had a lot of big bets out there yesterday.
You had that one.
I had Virginia against Louisville, but not as big of a bet on that game. I had a good size, a healthy bet.
I mean, to me, that would seem like I love Virginia Tech, but I also love Virginia. But
there was nothing to like about Virginia Tech in that game. There was nothing. There was nothing to like.
Anytime you have a team as talented as Miami and they're giving them points, to me, it's an eye-opener.
Well, 13 players out, and they had 11 out last week with COVID. Not like the injury report. These were COVID players. Miami almost didn't play the game. They were like 2 players away from not being able to have a team. That's why the line was there, not because of anything that was took place on the field. They just didn't have the depth, and they were afraid of that. But it didn't matter because just way too much talent, way too much. Oh, if it was a fight,
if Florida would play Miami, I was telling them I think the Florida would pace them if they played like they did.
That's what it always looks like on paper, but the reality of it is in that series over the last 30 years, any time that Florida will even get onto the field to play Miami, it hasn't played out that way. It's the last time I went to a Miami-Florida game, it was at Gainesville, and it was like select-a-seat day in the third quarter, man. Like, that's all you always see, the packed swamp, and the place was just packed. It was like the packed of packed. Florida was ranked like second in the country. It was like select-a-seat day in the third quarter, and Willis McGahee, I think, ran for 270 in that game. And I'll tell you, the only reason he only ran for 270, the end zone kept getting in the way. This place, you've never seen the swamp. It would look like last night, like Romanelli sent me a picture of the swamp last night. He was at the game, and it's like, it looked like that. It's like, Slaughter, the Emmitt Smith's coming. The year they had Emmitt Smith to come beat us. It was like Emmitt got 4 yards total. It was like, good luck.
I thought Notre Dame surprised me.
We're no dream team, baby.
Right?
We're no dream team. We're your worst nightmare. Go Canes, baby. Canes, Canes. Anyways, this was yesterday. We move on to today. We've got a full card of games, 12 games, not full, but we have a good card of games. We have, of course, Monday Night Football. We got a Sunday Night Football game, which, looks like,
it's squares versus sharps.
Yes, this is the square versus sharps. This is the showdown of showdowns of the season so far, as far as squares versus sharps. And, of course, we have some other factors here. We have an undefeated Steelers team with a line dropping like a rock as well in Pittsburgh, even with Ben Roethlisberger slated to play in this game. We have some big weather.
Did he have COVID or didn't he have COVID?
I think it depends. If they were playing like the Chiefs or something, he wouldn't have had COVID. And if they were playing like the Jaguars, he did have COVID, right? Kind of like Nick Saban. It's Georgia.
It seemed like he was positive for 3 days and he's negative. I don't know.
It's Georgia. Does Nick have COVID? Who are we playing? Georgia? No, he doesn't.
No.
Yeah,
no COVID.
All good.
Does
that look negative or positive to you?
I'm trying to get Rod's name up here, but it's going to make me shrink our nice little logo we have there.
Tons of games at 4
o'clock. Well, that's our iTunes thing. That's our iTunes thing.
Oh, okay.
And Spotify. That's our podcast. It looks
kind of cool too because it's right in the middle. So.
It's our podcast cover. Anyways, let's get to it. New York Giants up against the Philadelphia Beagles, and what are you thinking?
So, I'm trying to remember what happened with the last Giants-Eagles game. I don't think they Giants definitely covered that game. Eagles, they're coming off a bye week.
We try to forget games like that.
We try to forget, yeah. I didn't touch the game, but Eagles are coming off a bye week, so I'm sorry, I don't have it in front of me. What is the spread on that game? I apologize.
4. Giants plus 4.
4? Giants are plus 4, I'm assuming, right? So that's like a home. Really, it's going to be a home game for Eagles fans. So I'm definitely I think the Eagles will actually cover in this one, and they're coming off a bye week. They always do very well after their bye weeks.
The Eagles haven't done very well since the Super Bowl season, Brian.
I'm seeing a bunch of 4.5s out there as this line starts creeping up there. Eagles are getting healthier off a bye week. But I think this will be a classic NFC East game, low scoring. I'm going to go with the under here. I think it goes under 44.5.
Rod?
For me, If you look, the Giants have been cover machines all year. They may not be winning, but they're definitely been covering. 6-3 on the year. The last game was, 22-21? I don't see why that changes. Give me the Giants and the points.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm on the Giants as well. 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games. The last 5 games have been decided by 3 points or less, and Carson Wentz leads the league with 12 interceptions. I think he's going to keep making mistakes, and I think he's actually going to give the Giants a really good chance to win this game, so I'll take the Giants plus the 4.
You think Brett Favre watches the show? I mean, this is like, it comes back to that again. It's like, I honestly think he does. I know that a lot of those guys out there do watch our videos and shows and stuff, and I think that Brett Favre might be a fan because he started saying some of the stuff that I've been saying all along. You got cut bait, man. This guy is not the answer. He is not the answer. You got to quit hoping and quit dreaming because it ain't going to happen. Carson Wentz, maybe they should have like the all-Mitch cast-off team. It'd be like Gase and Peterson would be the co-head coaches, and then you have like Romeo Crennel in there for a special advisor, and then you have like Carson Wentz and
you got Raheem Morris.
Raheem Morris would be on the coaching staff, and then you have you have him, you have Amari Cooper, it's like Le'Veon Bell. It's like
the entire Dallas linebacking group.
Yeah, Sean Lee would be like the big guy.
Keep dreaming.
Washington football team, the Eskimos, up against Detroit in the Motor City. I struggled with this one. I'll be honest with you. Ann, what do you think?
Yeah, same here. So I wasn't really getting much for the spread. So I'm definitely going to lean. Usually I'm in that situation. I always like to take the under. Feel a little more comfortable that way. I think this is going to be a boring game.
No, I agree with Ann. I really like the under in this one. Lions defense has been taking heat, and rightfully so. I like Washington's defense. I think they get a lot of pressure on Stafford. I don't think he finishes the game. So I'm going to take the under.
Rod?
I definitely went back and forth on this game. You look, Alex Smith in his career against the Lions is actually a really good record there. And then Detroit at home. This is definitely sharps versus squares for sure on this game.
Yeah.
We got all of the definitely. I don't like that it's at 3. Give me Detroit. Take Detroit.
I think Washington's a better team with Alex Smith at quarterback for sure. In my personal opinion.
He threw 3 interceptions last game in that game against the Giants. Or the Giants played last game? Yeah, against the Giants. Yeah.
Yeah.
That cost them.
And that cost them huge. Yeah, I'm going to go with Detroit here. Stafford's a better quarterback. And I can't believe I just said that.
Shut your mouth.
Chris, do you think Matt Stafford's a better quarterback?
I don't know. He's not a better quarterback without Kenny Golladay in the lineup. The Lions are 0-4 straight up and 0-4 against the spread without Golladay in the lineup this season. Only putting up 21 points a game, and Stafford's QB rating and interceptions are worse without him in the lineup. I know one guy doesn't make a whole team, but definitely impacts that offense. And I think Alex Smith is a breath of fresh air for Washington, so I'll take Washington on the points.
Yeah, this game just not nothing fun about this one. I could see a push in this one, at 3.
Yeah.
I could see it all the way. I'm going to go with the under. Green Bay against Jacksonville. Here's a game that I wouldn't put Bittler's money on. If I did, I would probably put it on Jacksonville, but didn't. I don't know. I don't love this game either. this could go either way. I mean, this could be blowout of blowouts, by the Packers, which probably it's going to be. And Packers, Jags.
Yeah, I don't know. I like that you're thinking like that because now to me, I'm like, I kind of want to say go with the Jags. But if you look at everything, really, Packers, they've been covering. I think they've covered almost all their games. Maybe one they haven't, but they've covered a good amount. And
6-3.
Jags just don't really seem to cover a lot. So I was like, is this a trap type of game? So, I mean, again, guys, I wouldn't really rush to bet this one either. I'm just going to say Jags just because I think it's a trap.
Brian?
6-2 against the spread for the Packers, so it's one game wrong there. But in this one, I'd like to go square and take the Packers, but I just see a backdoor coming from Jacksonville here. The line started. I think it'll dip to 13.5 by kickoff. And if you can get 14, take the Jags here.
Yeah.
Rod?
For me, this one, the Sharps bet the heck out of this number right on down from 55 down to 47. I think now's the time to jump on the 47.5 over. I'm going to take the over 47.5. If the Jags or the Packers score 30 points, if the Jags are going to get this backdoor cover, then they're going to have to do their part and score, whether they do or don't. Either way, I think we get the over. Give me the over 47.5.
Chris?
I'm going to take Jacksonville in the points. I think Green Bay got that revenge win over the Niners last week. It's a bit of a letdown spot with some extended rest. I think Jacksonville can sneak in and bag out a cover here. So give me Jacksonville in the points.
Thank you for the super chat. I don't know. I took Green Bay on the video because I think this is one of those games where they could could start running downhill. We see these games at Lambeau throughout time. Jacksonville generally not a great cold weather team traditionally. I know that in the NFL the players come from everywhere, so I think I put a little bit less into that sort of stuff in the NFL. But, oh, man, it's one of those games where you could see it either way where, Jacksonville is able to move the ball in that Packer defense. Aaron Rodgers, wins by 7 and something, 6.5. Packers win by 6.5. But I think this could also be like one of those 30, 40-point wins that we see in Green Bay sometimes. Don't love this game. Just not betting it.
Yeah.
Even with my fat-ass bankroll from yesterday. I don't bet as big on the NFL generally. I don't think that you can get the advantages that you get in college sports in the NFL. It's just you can't. You don't get those you don't get those mismatches where it's like you're playing against the 97th ranked rushing defense and you're getting 2 points. Anyways,
Whatever.
Browns against the Texans, and this supposed to be like I've heard 30-mile-an-hour winds. I've heard 60-mile-an-hour winds out by the lake in Cleveland today. Any way you slice it, it's windy in Cleveland today, and it's gonna be some weather. So David Johnson, the who they traded DeAndre Hopkins for, is out for this one for the Texans. What do you think?
Yeah, I saw that, but that coach Romeo, Colonel, however you say his last name, he's newer, but
he's not new. He's been around. He's been losing for years as head coach.
So I was looking at. So pretty much what I'm gonna say is like anytime me being the totals person over here, anytime there has been a couple overs happening with games, he's 13-4. Off of 2 or more overs, so I really like that. So to me, I'm gonna go with Texans on this one.
The funny thing is that he was the defensive coordinator under Bill Belichick, which is pretty sad, right? Yeah, it was like the Patriot teams going way back when they kind of built that dynasty. Romeo Crennel was the defensive coordinator, and Charlie Weiss was the offensive coordinator. And both those guys, serious busts as head coaches. Of course, Charlie Weiss, a 2-time loser. Notre Dame and Kansas. They don't just give that Kansas job to anybody. Brian?
Nasty weather in Cleveland. I think the Browns used their two-headed monster today. Chubb's back. I think the Texans try to run the ball. Whether they're successful or not, I don't know. But I'm going to go with the under 45.5, even though it's dropped a bunch.
Rod?
It's dropped 10 points from
10 points.
It opened at 55.5. It's now 45.5. It dropped 10
Yeah,
points.
Browns kicker sucks to begin with, right? Sucks.
Time to buy the over.
Late to the party to that one. Give me the over 45.5. I think
Absolutely.
these two crap teams do enough points to get over the number.
How crappy of a kicker do you have to be to get signed by the Browns? Pretty bad.
Let's cut that kick field goals in Cleveland. The wind's going all over the place. And
Hey, kick
Their opponents seem to do it just fine.
although Tucker can hit
No,
one
didn't they
every
have a
time,
kicker? Didn't the Browns have a kicker like forever? Like they had one of those forever kickers? He was like around forever.
What was his name?
I don't know.
See,
He's the
who's
guy
gonna
that
pick him?
Gruden cut. It was the guy that Gruden cut, and every time like he would play it on Monday Night Football, he's like, I cut this guy. It's like he had been in the NFL like 17 years, like one of the best kickers. Like, I cut this guy.
You cut the kicker.
Let's say
kicker's valuable.
there's been a lot of great players. There's been Hall of Famers that have been cut, by other teams. Johnny Unitas was picked by the Steelers and was drafted by the Steelers, and he was cut. And he went to the Colts, and he won, Super Bowls, Hall of Famer, has, all the kinds of, his passing records. It was 11-game seasons that he played in a totally different league,
Phil Dawson.
Phil Dawson. That's exactly who it was. What's his excuses? What do you think here, Brian? Did you make a pick in this one?
Yep, I said
all right,
under,
Rod.
and Rod went with the over because he said I was late to the party.
Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Cleveland. I think they run all over Houston today, and Houston's 0-4 against the spread on the road this season. So there's no way I'm taking even 4 points with them. Give me Cleveland.
This is really looking like one of those games where I don't think you can ever be too late to the party for an under. I think this is one of those ones. Sometimes they're out there. This is like the New England-Miami snowplow game. Like if you were late to the party at that one, it's like, you're never too late to the party. I've seen games like this where it's like you're never too late to the party, for an under. It's like when you're too late to the party is when you're betting the second half under, maybe. Well, you're still probably not too late to the party for that. But we'll find out because I will be live at halftime today, like I am every week for the early games, and then maybe I'll do a late game halftime because we've got 5 half.
The late games are much better.
6, I think.
6 late halftime games. So I'll be late. I'll be on for the late halftimes too today, even though they start at different times. We'll probably have an extended show. What we'll do is we'll extend the show. I'll come on for the first halftime, and I'll leave at the last halftime. You guys we'll just have a lot of fun
Keep
together.
it rolling.
Yeah, I gotta work out sometime in between, so I might be a sweaty mess, but who cares?
You could have
I
Chargers
heard-
Dolphins earlier.
What do you want?
I thought I heard it had something to do with the Masters.
Oh.
Does that finish today?
Yes,
How
and
Tiger Woods doing?
UCLA and Cal. This game starts at noon, so we got
I saw that, and I was like, I don't even know where to start with this one. I'm going to say UCLA. I did my first instinct said that, so I'm just going to go with my first instinct.
UCLA
What was
also.
that?
Oh,
Rod.
UCLA, and they may look pretty in their uniforms, but their defense is absolutely hideous. Brutal. I don't even care that Cal hasn't even played a game. UCLA's played one game. That Cal defense is going to shut them down, and their offense, even if they start off slow, will do enough to beat UCLA. Give me Cal.
Chris, who's coaching Cal now? Is it Sonny Dykes?
Not sure.
It's someone like that. Justin Wilcox. Young gun. You like Cal or UCLA here?
We have ULM for you lose money. UCLA is you can lose all your money. So I'm not backing a Chip Kelly offense. Cal's legit defensively under Justin Wilcox. I like Cal a lot here.
A few years ago, I redid the entire outside of my house. The whole exterior. We had like some kind of weird Spanish, texture on the house. I had it all removed. I had guys over here with sanders sanding it to change it, and then we redid the entire outside of the house. While we had that done, I had 30 Tongans over here building stone walls by hand. I put on a new porch on the house, new lanai, everything hand built, just beautiful. Really just awesome stonework and everything. UCLA paid for the entire thing. Jim Moore Jr. and Josh Rosenwood was a magical combination for me. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to continue to bet against UCLA until they stop paying the bills. I'm just going to take Cal. It's an automatic. It's what I just can't help myself. Kind of like, there's some of those teams out there. It's just, I can't help myself.
UTEP is the new zip.
App State didn't cover again yesterday. 1-6 against the number. And UNLV, UNLV also. Almost had it. It was like at the end of the game too. San Jose State was like at the 5-yard line. It's like, are they gonna punch it in again? It was like they were covering by 1. The line was 16. They're up by 17. It's like they're at like the 4-yard line. It's like, I'll take a knee. But they scored a touchdown late for the cover. It was kind of dicey there. I had San Jose in that one. It was dicey. But UNLV
take that.
0-4 against the number. Carolina up against the Bucks. Tom Brady's playing.
Oh my God, he's the best.
Ooh. I see that look.
Wow, 6.5. That's our 6. What a great deal.
Yeah, 5.5 now.
5.5. Oh, yeah, so good. Oh, definitely. Brady, he will definitely do it. So for me, Bucks are 2-10 against teams who've committed 1 or less turnovers for the past 3 years. So I feel like, again, another trap. All the money is kind of coming in on Bucks. So let's go Panthers. You get it at the 6. I like that. I didn't realize it was at the 5.5 now.
Hey, I have the Eagles fans' best interest in heart, when I say these things. I'm not a fan. It has nothing to do with being a fan one way or another. It's like, I'm sick of watching it. I can only imagine what an actual Eagles fan must feel like, watching, that 3rd and 4 play that he throws the 17-yard pass out of bounds. I don't know what to think. I don't know what I don't understand it. I also don't understand the drafting and also the free agent acquisitions. The last time the Eagles were good, what did they do in their free agent acquisitions? What did they do? Think about it. And what are they missing now? A possession receiver, Alshon Jeffrey. Now they have this guy, the new guy that they have, the possession guy. What's his name? I don't even know where he came from, but he's damn good.
Or something like that.
Damn good. But it's like he's not a true possession guy. He also catches the ball down the field. But when they got Alshon Jeffrey, a true possession guy who has super glue hands, which you need if Carson Wentz is your quarterback,
Carson Wentz isn't that great. I don't know why you're such a Carson Wentz hater.
Because he's a
He
loser?
lives literally right there from me.
Because he's a loser?
He's a nice guy.
Oh, we'll see.
No, I don't mean a loser in life. I mean he's a loser.
No, I know
He's
what
a
you're
loser
saying.
on the
He
football
does-
field. He does.
Well, I don't like people that get hurt personally.
Right, well,
he always gets hurt.
He lacks the most important quality you want in an NFL quarterback.
healthy?
No, win games.
He doesn't have the toughness factor.
There's certain
No, he
guys.
doesn't.
There's certain guys. They don't necessarily make it look pretty all the time, and they certainly don't. It doesn't always look pretty. It doesn't always. They don't always put up these big numbers, but they just find a way to win. There's guys they just know how to win. Carson Wentz, he costs his team games. He does personally cost them games. He holds on to the ball forever. It's like, and then he acts like he took this long time. It's kind of like you ever go out to eat with someone that's got to get the description from the waiter of every item on the menu. It's like, just freaking pick something, man. Just get the pie. Just skip dinner, go right to the pie. How hard is this? I mean, Carson Wentz sits there. He goes down every checkpoint with every receiver and then throws it to out of bounds or into the ground, or he's sacked by then. This sucks.
Makes some nice throws.
It's terrible.
I think it's the play calling.
Yeah.
It's the coach's play calling.
It's definitely a lot of the play
It's
calling.
a lot of it is the
But I
play
think
calling.
half of them need
A
to be
lot of it is the
offensive
play calling.
coordinator. I can't stand them.
A lot of it is the play. A lot of it
Destroyed
is
your team.
you can't put it on the offensive line when you take that long to throw the ball. A lot of it is the play calling, and that's Doug Peterson's ego.
Yep. Yes, it is. Absolutely.
He is an egomaniac.
Who wants a parade for you step 14-yard pass? It's like.
I mean, I think it's pretty clear the Eagles are going to come out of the East. I mean, to me, that's what it looks like.
Not if they lose today, they're not.
They're not losing today. There's no way.
No, they're gonna cover easily.
Oh yeah, just like they were going to beat Washington in Week 1, no problem.
I didn't
Boy,
say
that was a super
I wasn't on
popular
the show for
halftime
that,
pick on
so
my
I
show.
would've said the right answer.
When I gave out Washington at halftime when they were losing in Week 1, that was one of my most popular picks of the season. Man, did I get hammered on that.
When we were halftime with the Cowboys, and you were like, Cowboys, and I'm like, I know, Mitch, I know those people, I know that stadium. Eagles are they're gonna come back, and yeah.
It's not a big accomplishment winning the NFC East. I'm just saying.
Where are we? Who picked the this one? Where are we?
Ann just gave her pick on the Panthers.
How about you, Brian? Panthers.
Yes, I did.
Panthers.
And I like the Panthers too. It seems like the public's in love with the Buccaneers. I can't figure it out. The only thing that worries me about the Panthers is that I know a ton of handicappers on the Panthers, so it kind of worries me. But I'm going to take the Panthers.
So the wind is in Pittsburgh as well, and that's why that line is dropping. 6.5 now in that Steelers game against the team that drafted. So you have an undefeated team against the team that drafted number 1 overall last year, and also, I think, traditionally gets their ass handed to them in Pittsburgh.
Excuse me. Except for this week.
Rod, you with us? It's weird not having your video.
For me, yeah. For me, you can't bet Brady. No way. I'm definitely not rushing to the win of the bet this game, but throw $50 on the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm on the Panthers as well. Tampa Bay was having all sorts of travel issues. They didn't get into Carolina until like 11 o'clock last night, and so they're probably going to be a little bit tired for this one. And I like getting Teddy Bridgewater as a dog, 21-6 in his career against the spread as a dog, including 13-2 against the spread when he's getting more than a field goal. I like the value of the points with Carolina here.
Yeah, spreading out the games today. Double Mitch. We're going to triple Mitch today. We're going to do the early games. We're going to do the afternoon games, and which is going to be an extended show because they're going to start at different times, right? Yeah, the Broncos starts at 4:05 Eastern. The Cardinals start at 4:05. The Chargers start at 4:05. Then you have the Saints and the Seahawks and the Steelers games at 4:25. It's going to be a long-ass show. Maybe I'll have some special guests. Maybe not. Anyways.
Show.
All right. Forget it.
I ain't doing nothing this afternoon. I could be a special guest. Maybe my picture could be, if you would like.
I'm going to go by myself. It's easier for me.
Have fun.
I just don't get nearly the abuse when I go with other people. It's kind of like my Sunday night halftime. Now they do it with Ann. It's like I don't get any good trolls anymore. I don't get any. I just don't get that piece of shit comment that I'm used to. It's like you are a big.
You actually
piece
get like
of,
hi Mitch and thank yous and
yeah.
You guys
It's like
nice.
it's like I used to get before Ann was on with me. You are a big piece of shit. It's like thank you. What a piece of shit you are. It's like wow.
He's like, how big?
24.5. It's getting so close to 10 million. So close.
We're almost there.
We're so close. I don't know about this one. The total's going higher, but I think the game is an under.
Oh, for the Bucks?
Yes.
I'm not playing on that total, so I'm gonna say under 51.
You had your pick already. You went first.
I know.
It's my turn.
I got excited.
It's my turn.
You know you like the Panthers. Come on now.
I got the under.
It's a skip, Mitch. Panthers, move along. Next one.
Fine. Skip me. I'll still get called a piece of shit. My pick sucked on the game. It's like I didn't even give a pick on that one. It's like I didn't give a pick.
Like,
That's part of the problem.
You were so wrong on that.
This show sucks, and it goes on too long. It's like this show sucks. I stopped watching it 2 weeks ago. I can't believe you said that today. That's why I stopped watching it 2 weeks ago. Because you said stuff like you said today. It's like, what exactly does that mean? Raiders and the Broncos. These teams play each other 6 times a year. It's always at Raiders. I think they're going to play this game in Oakland just for the hell of it, because it should be, because that's where they're used to playing. So we play in Oakland 6 times a year. Why change it? I think the Raiders should move back. I don't like them in Vegas.
I like them in Vegas.
No, I'll get to a Raiders game.
You going to make a pick, Ann, or are we going to just sit here?
Oh, I'm sorry. I usually go and I'm like, that's not true.
Oh, yeah.
No. I just, Broncos really pissed me off this year so much. So I'm going definitely with the Raiders on this one. They're one of those teams that will just kind of surprise you, like especially when they played the Saints this year. So give me the Raiders. Definitely a good cover.
I'm going to go opposite Ann. I'm going to back the Broncos. Most of the big money guys are like in Denver today, and I think they're going to improve as the season goes on. So I think a big game from Judy, Locke connection, running the football. Give me Denver plus the points.
Rod?
I like the over here. Give me the over. I think both teams are definitely going to put up some points here.
Chris?
I sort of flip flopped on this game back and forth, but I like Vegas at home. First home game in 3 weeks. Denver, last 3 losses have been fairly convincing by at least 7 points. So I'll take the Raiders.
Bryant? Oh, we did it already.
Denver.
I like Denver here, and it's like it's hard. It's been hard to take Denver. It really has. It's like last time I really struggled. That Falcons game is just like it was one of those games I couldn't give this. I wanted to give Denver as a premium pick because it just seems like it's so easy, right? It's like 3.5. It's like everything just points to Denver here, but it's like that Falcons game just left a bad taste in my mouth. It was like they couldn't complete. Drew Lock just couldn't complete a pass. It was like. And I really thought that this guy was going to be the answer and everything like that. And I understand you're going to get hit and miss from Drew Lock. It's not going to be like, Joe Burrow or, Tua and Herbert. You're not going to get that type of stuff out of Drew Lock. But eventually, you got to hit the receiver. And he made throws in that game, in the Falcons game, that cost me a cover. And it's really hard to get past because there are certain things he could have done, players that were open, and throws he could have made. And as an NFL quarterback, you have to make in order to get me that cover. I mean, I don't care if you win or lose the game. I don't care about the cover. Anyways, we've lost Dan here. Go to the Cardinals against the Bills. Brian?
Oh, I got it earlier. I'm up early.
Yeah, I don't know where Ann went. She just got up.
All right. For me, I'm going to go with the Arizona Cardinals here. I think Buffalo's off of a big emotional win. I think they go to Arizona, and I have some trouble. Cardinals have to win this game. They want to keep pace in the West. I'll lay the points with Arizona.
Rod?
I'm going to take the Bills. The Bills are they're seeing they got a good chance to win first, and they need to keep pace with the Dolphins. Give me the Bills here. Bills plus the 3, or plus 3, plus 2.5. Either way, give me the Bills. I should go Bills money line. I think they win this outright.
Me and Rod might have to bet a hat on this one.
Done. I'll take the Bills. I get 3. Come on. It's either now or never. I won't wait till later.
Chris?
I'm doing the chicken dance if you can see, but you can't see me, so.
I'm gonna take Buffalo here. I think they want to build off of that win over Seattle. It's been this. I think this is one of the hardest games on the board, but I think they're 3-1 on the road, 1-3 against the spread on the road. So it probably means they've been favored in a lot of those spots. So I'll take the Bills to win.
Bills have been in a lot of high-scoring games this season. I think this game goes over. It just seems like an over to me. It's like you would normally think Buffalo defense, but not this year. It's been some high-scoring games that ran all the ones against the NFC West have been the high-scoring games. The Rams, the Seahawks. High-scoring games. Now they're on the road for this one. Those two are at home. This one's on the road. Yeah, no reason why this thing doesn't go sailing over 55.5. And did you give a pick on this one?
I did not. Sorry. I definitely agree with Chris and Rod. Sorry, Brian, but I just love Josh Allen. I'm getting so excited for the Bills, and so I'm gonna go with them. And I think they definitely are like that money line as well.
Got the Chargers and the Dolphins. 2-6 meets 5-3. The Dolphins on 4-game winning streak. Ann, what do you think?
I know, being smart, I gotta really cap in this game. It's Chargers, but I just love the Dolphins, and they just haven't. They've been so good to me, and so I'm just not gonna bet this game. Paper's telling me Chargers, but I just want to go with my heart on the Dolphins. So for a total, definitely the over.
I'm
Brian?
going to go with the over here. I see a lot of back and forth scoring. I like Miami's improved defense. I love their head coach, but I could just see a lot of scores going back and forth. Take the over.
Rod?
I'll take the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins here. At home here. This is going to be a good game. Exciting to see. But, I'm going to take the Dolphins.
Chris?
Yeah. I know it seems funny to numbers seem funny to tell you sort of back the Chargers, but the Dolphins are just playing too well right now. I like Tua, and I said I was done with the Chargers because they couldn't hold a lead, and I'm not going to back up on that here. I'm going to take the Dolphins.
Anthony Lynn's been horrible making decisions in tight games. The line is awfully funny, and the Dolphins do look like a majorly square play here. 4 wins in a row. It's like you would think that, this line would open here and would be up, and it's not. I don't care, man. I'm a square. I don't give a shit, man. I'm not giving away my money on an easy winner. No frickin' way is that going to happen. Chargers are a horrible bet in this game. Cross-country road trip, everything, man. Like suffocating humidity. No chance. No chance. Bosa's out. No chance.
Why is it +1.5?
Because the books are trying to make it look like there's something going on or whatever, because they're going to do whatever they can to protect themselves. And it's like, whoa, there's got to be something, going on or whatever. But there's nothing going on except for
I just can't touch it. I want to go Dolphins so bad, but I'm telling you, I was getting charged.
Dolphins.
I'm not touching
Buy yourself and put a little something on the Dolphins. Buy yourself a new Mercedes.
I'll do a
That's
little
what I say.
something.
Yep. This is, like I got 2 sports cars in the garage. It's games like this that paid for them. Where
like
someone was so much smarter than me. We got the Saints and the 49ers. It's always when someone's so much smarter, Like yesterday, Virginia Tech, so much smarter though. It's all, how is it 2? How are the Gaines getting 2 points?
It's got lucky in that one.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! In the first half, I was thinking, man, the Hurricanes have the worst defense I've ever seen. They were running past guys, Ole, and
13 players out.
Well, they still weren't tackling.
Oh yeah, because they're backup guys, Ole guys, yeah. Ole.
I don't think there was that much Oleing going on out there.
I know, some poor tackling going on.
Yeah, well, those are the guys you're gonna be seeing in the NFL for the next 10 years. So get used to it.
All right, I'm liking the Dolphins. I'm just gonna go a little more. Get my new.
I'm bitter.
Go Army!
Is that what we're calling it right now?
I tell you that Army also took me to the cleaners too.
Oh, I lost 2 games the whole day yesterday, and one of them was Army. It was like, what are you thinking? What exactly was the thought process in that one?
When they were going for it on 4th and 10, I don't know if it was late in the game.
What?
I knew they weren't going to
watch it.
Touchdown.
What exactly was Boston College strategy there against Notre Dame, throwing some of those over-the-middle passes under pressure? What kind of coaching is that? What kind of coaching tells the quarterback, when the pressure comes on you, okay, when they're really coming on you just got nowhere to go, don't throw it out of bounds. Throw it right over the middle. What are you doing? What are you doing? Not covering, I'll tell you that much.
I don't like Army. I don't like them.
And not after yesterday, I don't. I lost 2 games all day. That was one of them. At Temple, I didn't even give a premium on Temple. I bet
that was such a beautiful live under.
We gave it on the we gave it out on the show. We were all in Temple, right? It was like against UCF.
Yeah,
Look ahead.
Yeah, it's just like somebody was crying about the field goal by Temple, but that's what you do if you're a team that's trying to get better. You take the points.
Damn right, you take the points. Don't tell me
that
about.
over went to like.
Don't tell me about taking
3.
points.
After the first quarter, that was a nice win for me. Luckily, I bought that and had the game going under to originally begin with, and then they don't do anything after that, so it worked out.
It's a nice story. I saw this movie last night on
it's my
Apple,
life story.
on Apple movie, whatever you call it again, Apple TV. So this one I saw all kinds of commercials for it, and I heard all kinds of recommendations. On the Rocks. Nothing happened. It's like you ever watch a movie and like nothing happened in the whole movie. It's like you're waiting for something to happen and then just nothing happens. It's like you fall asleep for 10 minutes, you wake up, what happened? Nothing. It's like, and nothing really did happen. It's like they ate a cupcake or something, right? They went to dinner. It's like nothing happened. It's like, well, what happened at the dinner? Nothing happened. It was like,
when you fall up, you've been asleep for 20 minutes, you wake up and you're like, Oh, I don't think I missed anything. Did
Yeah.
I? How long was I asleep
Nothing.
for?
Absolutely nothing happened. Absolutely
Yeah.
nothing happened. Well, what happened? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, literally.
Saints against the Niners. Rematch of a Week 16 game last year that decided the home field advantage in the NFC. Not that it mattered because the Saints went on to lose to the Vikings in the playoffs. But Saints are actually kind of found themselves recently, but now they find themselves as 10-point favorites. It certainly looked like that on the last time we saw them, beating up on poor Tom Brady. Mitch is always so mean to Brady. Really not. It's Brian. Not being mean to Brian. And stop being mean to Brian.
No, I'm sorry. I'll take the over here. I think it's just gonna go right above that.
I'll go with the under here. Niners don't seem like a team that can score that much with their situation on offense, and the Saints, I haven't seen them be dominant on offense this year, really. I like the under. I think Saints defense improves, and I'll go with the under here. I'm not betting this game. It's just I don't like either side.
Rod?
For me, and that's when I think it's $50. Take the 49ers plus the 10 points.
Rod's on these $50 bets. It's like I can't even.
He's stealing my $50.
Yeah, he's stealing your line.
Okay, make it 100 then.
There you
$100.
go.
Take
There
the
you
49ers
go.
today.
He's like-
Plus 10.
He's like 50. He's like 51.
I'm putting 3 dimes on the Saints. Chris, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm on the Saints as well.
Yeah.
These injury problems are still going to be way too much for the Niners to deal with.
Yeah, I'm putting.
You really been 3,000 on Saints?
No, I'll probably just put 2,500. But I just like I didn't put a premium in on this one, but actually the more I think about it, the more I like it. It seems like there's a revenge factor from last year as well, where the Niners came in and beat the Saints in New Orleans. And I really hate John Lynch and Shanahan, so it's kind of that double whammy why I hate the 49ers so much. And I would love to see them get slaughtered here in the Dome.
Look at the last revenge game for the Niners. They got smacked by the Packers last week, and I think this could get even worse with the Saints.
Saints win by a touchdown.
And another one.
And another one after that.
I know. Yeah, we'll see.
Got the 20.
My lease is up on my car, so I could use I could get a little upgrade. One of the guys at my golf club has this sweet yellow Ferrari, man. It is super nice, man. I play golf with him. It is a nice car, man. All I want is an El Camino. We got the Rams against the Seahawks. This is a divisional rivalry game. The Rams, tough to figure out at times. And the Seahawks, tough to figure out at times. The Seahawks are 6-2, but one of those losses I don't count as a real loss. I think the real loss happened last week at Buffalo. The one in Arizona wasn't really a game. That was just, they just showed up and they assigned a score to it. It really didn't matter what happened on the field. That was going to be the final score. That was the type of game. And you see these games in college where you see these really horrific officiating jobs, and then those guys never officiate another game ever again. It's like you see that happen. The guy that called the pass interference in the Miami-Ohio State National Championship game never officiated another game after that. Never officiated another game. That was it. Anyways, Rams and Seahawks. Ann?
I wouldn't be surprised if this went into overtime, and I'm gonna go with the over. For overtime.
Brian?
This is one of my premium picks I'm going to give out for free for you guys because I love the guys listening to the show. I love the Rams today. I was expecting to see more public presence on Seattle because there's a lot of fanboys with the Seahawks. But I think the Rams take care of business off a bye week, and they've had this game circled for a bit. Take the Rams. Easy money.
There's LA money. There's LA money.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not. Yeah, it's pretty 50-50.
Rod.
I'm going to take the over. I'm going to take the over. Both teams are going to score and enjoy watching the game. Give me the over. What the heck was that?
Chris.
Wasn't me.
The betting against Russell Wilson hasn't been a good idea for me, but I'm still going to go with Brian. I like the Rams, and I also like the over. I think this is a high-scoring game that the Rams win by a field goal.
I hate the Seahawks.
I like the Seahawks.
They're gonna win.
I hate them.
I like them.
Them and the Packers.
I like the Seahawks, but I think the Rams win this game.
Wow, we agree. That's a miracle.
It's not a miracle. We agree on some games.
We agreed on Army yesterday.
Yeah, we agree on a lot of games. We loved Virginia yesterday.
Yeah,
you know, we agree on a lot of games, but just some games, it's like you just ignore the actual game and just you get so enamored with the betting numbers.
It's a 1-point win, and I'm going to hear about it.
It's like the soap opera of betting with Bittler. It's like they're dying for you to take this, and it's
10 more yards. It would have been a field goal.
Did you see who he took? You know, it's like the soap opera. They gossip.
And that Virginia Tech quarterback falls down and his knee hits the ground, and then we're on to the next drive. It's just bad luck in that fourth quarter.
I think the only reason that you're hearing extra about it is just because it was the Miami game.
Yeah, it's exactly. I mean, I'm telling you, over all the years that I've been doing this, I give out Miami as a premium pick once or twice a year at the most. I've gone through years where I don't give them out at all. And
it seems like you take them every week, but maybe I'm missing.
No, maybe as a free pick, on the show or something. I take them. Well, the thing is, they're 7-1. You know, straight up.
I do look for opportunities to go against Miami, and whenever I take Miami, they never cover. They win it by 2 points.
Yeah, that's when I'm on the other side. You know, I bet against them too. I had Clemson.
No, I think we had them again. No, I had Clemson. That was my ACC game of the year. Clemson steamrolled them, but
the one conference game of the year that you won outside all that.
No, I could pull it out. I won a bunch.
Don't pull it out, Brian.
I got them all.
Family show.
Let's not talk about pulling it out.
I got them all written down here.
All of a sudden, there's now an explicit rating on the show.
Yes.
Anyways,
Steelers and the Bengals. Big wins in this game too. COVID, all kinds of stuff, but Steelers just traditionally pound the Bengals. This one's down 3 points. I've seen it as low as 6.5 as well. Steelers undefeated. The Bengals have 2 wins. The under has been money in these. The Bengals 7-20-1 in the last against the number in the last 28 meetings. 2-5 against the number in the last 7 in the Steel City. I don't know. Ann?
Sorry, Bengals. I lost the game.
Brian?
Sorry. I had to get my notes out.
All right, for me in this game, I think I'm going to go with the under. I think it's going to be crappy conditions, and the Bengals have been a good cover team this year. They're tempting, but I just think it's going to see a defensive game, 12-9, 24. It's going to be defensive. Give me the under.
Ann, you ready now?
Yeah, sorry. It was on the other page. Okay, sorry, Brian. I'm on the over here. I think this will go over by a field goal.
That's all right. My totals stink anyway.
Rod?
For me, this one, I'm going to take the Steelers. I think they win by a touchdown. I know everybody thinks that you see the Bengals and you're like, the Bengals, all their games, they 5 points or less. I'm going to take the Steelers. Steelers win by a touchdown.
Chris?
I gave out my point. That's why I'm on the Bengals. Cincinnati, outside of that blowout loss to Baltimore, the other 4 losses have all been by 5 points or less, and I don't think Ben Roethlisberger's knees are healthy. And the Steelers are maybe 8-0, but 5 of those wins have come by 7 points or less. And Cincinnati's 6-1-1 against the spread this season, 9-2-2 in their last 13 as a dog, 11-2-1 in the last 14 as road underdogs. I like the points here.
Miami was a 2.5-point underdog yesterday. They most certainly covered.
I think they were 2, 1.5.
2. We saw them as low as 1.5 for a second, but then it went back to 2. But they were 2.5 to 2 almost everywhere. They won outright. Easy winner.
Wasn't easy.
Easy winner.
You got that, but I bet you, I can't say it because a lady's on the show, but I bet you something was sweating. It was sweating at the drive because Virginia Tech could have kicked that field goal.
You could ask my wife.
You need me to leave real quick, Brian?
I sat on the couch laying down, eating popcorn at 7 o'clock in the morning, watching.
I think the Steelers are the worst 8-0 team I think I've ever seen. I don't know. I can't believe they're 8-0.
I had my oatmeal. Then
He said, "I can't believe they're 8-0." I say that every
look at it. I don't know. Steelers at 8-0. It just doesn't make sense.
Hey, the Hurricanes are 7-1, man. It's great to be.
I mean, when they have the NFC East Conference this year, so it's like you got these like.
It's great to be a Miami Hurricane,
you know?
It's just great to be.
Until they play the Gators or the Irish or the.
Oh, remember the Notre Dame game, the last Notre Dame game?
Yeah, they crushed them.
Ooh. Notre Dame's never
around,
won in Miami.
If Notre Dame could beat Clemson.
The Ara Parsegian teams never won in Miami. Never, ever, ever. And they used to play every single year. Lou Holtz stopped that series because, why? Sick of losing. They beat us up. Pussies. Got
what would Wisconsin do to Miami? I bet you
Wisconsin's had our number the last few times we played them, but by the time we play them, we haven't had the depth to hang with them. They've been pretty good against us. They've beaten us 3 in a row. Badgers, but we never played them like in our glory days when we played them. We beat them 55-3 at Madison. You got Sunday Night Football.
Boy.
Square versus the Sharps. I gave out a freebie on this one. Normally Sunday Night Football is a premium play for me. I am solidly on the Patriots. I am like, it's not one of those games like a college game like a Miami Virginia Tech where you just say, forget it, right? Just throw caution to the wind. This is an easy winner, right? It's not a game like that, but it's one where the Ravens are so square. It's such a square play. I mean, it is like the square of senior square plays out there. It is the seniorest of square plays that we've had the entire season, right? The numbers show this is the squarest. The Ravens are the squarest favorite of any game this entire season. This is a true sharps versus squares game. That's what the numbers show. I show 6% or something of the money is on the Patriots. It's like,
I think if you have a betting account with $20,000, and I think you put 10 on this game.
I bet by what I see on the field and handicapping the game, and then I look at that stuff. So I can't get there with this game. Will that stop me from putting 2,000 or something? No, it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna, I'll have an interest, and we'll figure it out at halftime. We'll win again, right, at halftime. Ann will be with me for that show, but that'll be my third halftime show of the day. It's a lot of Mitch today. We're gonna really get to know each other. It'll be my fourth show of the day. I did the computer pig show this one. I got 2 halftimes ahead of me, and there'll be people that say that I should do more. There'll be people out there that say I should do more, and then there'll be people out there that say I'll be on the screen by myself, and they'll say the same thing. You talk too much. I could turn my volume down and turn these guys' volume up, and it will sound like they talk too much. It's just I have a better mic, and I keep my mic is the only one. I'm the only one that has my mic in the picture. See, everyone else is like their mic is so far away from them. Chris, did you get your new mic?
Yes, I did.
And you're using it?
No, I'm on location, so I'm using the other one. But the I've been using the new one at the other house.
How do you like it?
I think it sounds better.
Better than
Did Anna hook hers up?
No, it's tonight at 7:40.
She's got a guy coming. I got a guy. I got an appointment. I gotta call the guy. He's the guy.
Then tomorrow morning you'll be like, the guy didn't show up.
No, I'm
It's always the
He
guy.
got sick. His dog got hurt.
Yeah, the
No,
guy.
I'm so
He didn't have the right parts.
I'm
And
gonna
then
be
she
on the
didn't
Have the
halftime
box
show
opener.
with
He
Mitch.
didn't have the box opener. Couldn't open the box. Might get a paper cut.
This is
Like, take
so.
that, Brian.
This is on a TV station that I don't think I can mention without a copyright infraction. It's on ESPN right now. They just had a graphic across the screen. It said Carson Wentz inconsistency due to quote too many voices in my ear.
He hasn't had the weapons all year. I mean,
Okay, Darnold.
I think Wentz is prototypical quarterback. He just doesn't have the.
Are
Sucks.
they making up excuses
He doesn't-
for a loss
He
today?
doesn't have the tools.
He doesn't
Like,
have
they're
the
putting
tools.
excuses up already, and that's not
Anyways,
fine.
Ann, are you going to be Senora Square? Or are you going to just throw out a total here for us?
I know. Okay, well, I can't. I have a total premium on this tonight. Glad I can make you guys laugh. So, I mean, just because I just love the Ravens. I do. So, you know, guys, this is going to be an example of don't bet where your heart is. But I'm not betting the spread here, but I go with the Ravens.
I know Brian's not a game watcher, but the numbers point to this being a
I
Brian
sat
game.
through like multiple games yesterday, and I have multiple games go. I have like 6 games going at one. I mean, I didn't sit there from 12 noon until 1 o'clock in the morning, but I saw a ton of games yesterday. Enough to make me mad by a certain point in time. But anyway, is it my turn this game? Gosh. I think the under's an easy play too. I mean, there's just so much action on the over, and it's not really moving too much. And I think Bill Belichick, one of the best coaches, I think he'll have a game plan tonight. Definitely have a game plan. I think it goes under.
Maybe during Rod's birdcage we'll make the pizza.
You're making
No,
And then on Sundays I watch the Red Zone.
I guess Ann only watches the show when she's on. Because yesterday we made.
I watched it a little bit.
We were making
That was
pizza
my
yesterday.
thing.
We were
And I,
making the
of course, come
pizza.
in.
Making the pizza.
You know what I'd like to see in college football is a Red Zone channel where they have all the games in the Red Zone.
I hate the Red Zone channel. That's like the
I
fantasy
love
football channel. Hate the Red Zone channel. Hate it. One of my old business partners like to watch football on the Red Zone channel. It's like
I love the Red Zone.
the bandwagon channel. Rod,
No commercials in the Red Zone.
I only like defense. I love the hard hitting defense. So it's like you don't see that on the Red Zone channel. You see the fantasy football.
I like
Oh, he
those
scored a
sacks and
touchdown.
tackles.
Hope he dances. Oh, it's so cool. They did this dance in the end zone when he scored. Oh, he threw the
I
ball
hate
the
they
other
should
guy.
let the NFL
Did you see when
players
Le'Veon Bell played hide and seek in the end zone? That was awesome. It's like
I hate this song.
what I would love to see is like J.J. Watt just forearm him across the head when he does it. You know, it's like, yeah, you're gonna rub my face in it. This is what's gonna happen to you.
Oh, I forgot my first touchdown score. Rex Burkhead tonight. Plus, I'm going to try him again. I did it last time with the Patriots. Plus 10
And you know
to
what?
1.
He almost did it. They stopped him on the 1 yard line. He was there.
I like Burkhead. He gets those gritty touchdowns.
Well, if anyone knows about Burkhead, it's you, Brian.
Yeah.
Anyways, Rod. So you're
Okay, for me, this one-
you're giving Burkhead. Is that what's happening here?
I thought you were saying road. No, Burkhead.
So you're giving out Burkhead. Okay. Rod,
Oh boy.
tough act to follow.
All right, in this game here, it is definitely the square patty versus the round patty. For me in this one, I looked at the number. The Patriots have been an underdog 3 times in the last 15 years. And that's probably because Brady was there and they've been favored so much. But in those 3 times that they've been underdogs, they've won them all. Give me the Patriots, plus a 7. And that's just, the world is all over the Ravens, and they're like, oh, the Ravens are going to come in and kick their ass. And I don't see it. Give me the Patriots, plus the points.
Chris?
Trying to find my sombrero. I'm going to Wendy's for lunch. And we'll pick up a fillet of fish. I'm gonna do. Man, I'm gonna go do some square dancing later tonight. I'm on the Baltimore Ravens here, and this is coming from a Patriots fan. I can't get behind this team. It's frustrating to watch, and I see Baltimore being able to move the ball on them a lot easier than they have been.
I don't see, but I think Baltimore's really struggled to move the football. I think Lamar Jackson doesn't look like the same guy that he's been. I think they got so lucky last week in Indy. They got so many calls that went their favor, and we all know that those calls don't happen in Foxborough for the road team. They do not. And I'll tell you another thing is that Lamar Jackson has struggled because teams have figured out how to play him now. And it's called don't let him run on you. And it's like if he starts to run or it looks like he's going to run, that's when it breaks down. That's when the wide receivers are wide open down the field. But if you can contain him, or figure out a strategy to contain him, well, then generally you're in good shape. And if there's anyone that's going to figure that out, it's this guy. Because this guy's figured out everybody else. Everybody else. There's never been a guy he hasn't figured out. Whether or not he's got the guns to execute, that's another story. But, see, I think we're going to get the hook on this game. I mean, I'm surprised that it's only at 7. I mean, it's the books are really, really, really loading up on this thing.
What did they know?
There's enough here. There's enough here from what I see on the betting action to get this thing into double digits, right? There's not enough, like how the Steelers game dropped from 10 to 7. There's way more action to push this thing from 7 to 12, but it's not happening.
I think if the books have a rough day, by Sunday night, that'll be 7.5 to get that extra protection for them.
Well, the books, it's been fairly. The favorites have been fairly good, for the public has, I think, done okay recently. I think a lot of the favorites came in. Like, where would they have gotten roasted? I don't even know where they would have gotten roasted yesterday. I mean, in the
where
big
the public
games.
got roasted yesterday, I would say in
yeah, right. Wisconsin,
Virginia was a pretty solid.
Yeah, but that wasn't a big money game. Wisconsin. I mean, what was the early games? Oregon covered, right? USC didn't cover. That was probably one spot that the public got beat up on. I don't know. Actually, I had a list of plays like that I was going to play. I looked at my card of all the games that I was going to play yesterday, and it was like I think like 85% of them were winners, and they were all dogs. So.
I went through the money of the college football this morning because I wanted to bust your balls and say it was a square day, but honestly, it looked basically 50-50 down the line. It didn't really look like an advantage either side.
That's usually the way it goes. You have some square patty winners and some round patty winners.
Yeah.
It's usually, if it was all square patties or all round patties, man, we'd all be living in Maui.
I think tonight's game's safe, though. I think Sunday Night Football is safe. If you see it at 7 still at Sunday Night Football tonight, man, just I don't ever say bet your house on it, but boy, oh my God. I'm going to be struggling not to just go major.
We should have bet a hat on. See, the hat bet should be that you have to wear a hat of the team you lost against for a week. That would be a better hat bet than the hat bet that Bittler does. Bittler always wants to bet a hat like you got to buy the hat of the team that you. It's like no.
Yeah,
it should be you should have to wear a Miami hat for the rest of the season after that horrific analysis and pick yesterday.
I have like a room full of hats. They're all free.
They're all winners.
Use them to beg for change out front. I got a guitar in the closet you can use.
I won't be begging for change after the Ravens-Patriots game tonight. You can mark. I'll get you pay. It's paying off big time tonight.
Do yourself a favor.
I'll retire if the Ravens cover tonight, but I can't.
Put a little something on.
The Ravens are. You're gonna be good. Don't worry.
It's like, here's your Snickers bar. It's a Halloween part 2. Here's the Snickers bar for you. Tell your old man to put a little something on the Rams tonight.
Is this a no limit play tonight?
Blank check.
Everybody has a limit, but man, I don't know.
Blank check. See, for me, it's like in the NFL, I don't have plays like that. There's too many variables in the NFL. Too much money.
NFL is
Too much
tight.
money. Too much money. College, it's like you could find the mismatches like we saw in Blacksburg yesterday, but it's like you're not going to see those like, you know, in the NFL as much because everyone in the league can play. It's not like you have the 97th ranked rush defense and you're going to act as like you're a 2-point home favorite against a team with 1 loss all season. I mean, that's
But the primetime
silly.
game, everybody's betting that, especially Sunday night and Monday night. Those are the guys.
I mean,
those are the
if
ones
Virginia Tech would have beaten Miami and Liberty beat Virginia Tech, imagine what Liberty would do to Miami. We lost Ann now. Not a good day for Skype.
Sorry.
Not a good day for Skype. You got to call the guy.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'd like to see Liberty and
Am I
Coastal
here
Carolina.
Nope.
That'll be.
I should be here now, right?
Nope.
I see you guys.
Yeah, well,
Are you kidding me?
And
Liberty,
so,
Coastal.
Skype
Wow. But you guys see me on Skype, though, right?
now we do. Now I see you. Now you're on.
Oh, cool.
Speaking of being on,
No.
Chris, what's your parlay for today?
I'm going to go Buffalo, Arizona over, Seattle and the Rams over, and I'm going to lay the 10 points with the Saints. And my first touchdown for the primetime game was Mark Andrews plus 1,100.
So Ann changed the setting on her Skype is what's happened here.
Are you? I didn't touch anything. Let me
You did
see.
something because what you did is you changed it so that the person talking is the person that you see.
Allow incoming video. Enable. I don't
Yeah.
know.
What's your parlay
Okay.
while you're here?
Gosh. Let's go. I love the Jags. I want to give you guys on the Panthers. And let's do the under for the Buffalo and Arizona game.
Rod?
For me here, we'll go Giants plus the 4.5, 49ers plus 10, and we'll go Bills money line. And my first score in the primetime game, give me Cam Newton. Run it in again.
Brian? Did you do yours?
Nope, I didn't. Take Arizona minus the points. Take the Rams minus the points. And then parlay up the total in the Sunday night game. Take the under in Sunday Night Football and take the Patriots plus the points. 4-game parlay there. Love it.
I'm going to take the Broncos plus the points. The Packers minus the points. The Saints minus the points. And the Patriots plus the points. First touchdown, James White.
That's a name I haven't seen. Is he active for the Patriots?
I hope so, because I picked him. if not, I'll have to give a different.
They have another running back. I forget what his name is. They've been using.
What about Harry? Is he healthy?
Nah. He's healthy, but they're not. Actually, I don't know if he's healthy. He missed the last game.
Anyways, we got all kinds of technical difficulties today, but we still managed to give out a ton of picks. Thanks everyone for joining us. Of course, we give out free picks, and these are an opinion that we give on every game. Some games we like better than others. Our best bets always are our premium picks. People get confused by that. Well, if I see your free pick record, whatever, it has nothing to do with the other. The premium picks, those are the best bets. Those are the ones we keep our record on, the ones we stand behind. The free picks, we just go down the card and give our opinion on all of these games. Some are stronger than others. Anyways, have a great day, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Of course, I'll be back for the early halftime games, the middle game halftime games, and, of course, Sunday night halftime with Ann Shore. And maybe she'll have her mic plugged in and her camera fixed by then. And, of course, have a great day, everyone. We'll try and act more